Hello students, today we will discuss about the classification of bones. We will discuss about different types of bones according to different classification. But first of all, we will discuss about the previous class. We have discussed in our previous class about the human skeleton system. We discussed that the human skeleton system is divided into two major groups called as axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton is consist of bones that lie around the longitudinal axis, means the bones of skull, the hyoid bone, ribs, sternum, bones of vertebral column, etc. And the appendicular skeleton, which consists of bones of limb including the bones of shoulder and pectoral or the pelvic girdle. So these two are the basic classification of human skeleton which we have discussed in our last class. Today we will discuss about the classification. Let's begin with the objective. Today we will discuss about the classification of bones. We will discuss about the classification of bones in different manner, that are according to shape, according to region, according to development and according to structure. In this lecture, we will discuss about the classification of joint according to shape in broad spectrum, as it is the main classification. Classification according to shape. The bone is classified into 5 major types according to shape, that is long bone, short bone, flat, irregular and the sesamoid bone. Let's discuss these bones one by one. Let's discuss about the types of bone. The bone classification on the basis of their shape or called the structure. Mainly they are of 5 types. First is long bone, then short bone, flat bone, irregular bone and the sesamoid bone. Let's discuss about them one by one. First is long bone. As the name suggests, they are long in structure. They are having more length and the less breadth. The location of these type of bone is appendicular skeleton. These bones are having a long shaft and two rounded epiphyseal ends, which articulates with another bone to form joint. The main location is in appendicular skeleton, that means they are present in arms, legs, hand and feet. Let's discuss about the bones. In upper limb, the humerus of the arm, radius ulna of the forearm, metacarpals and phalanges of the hand are all the long bones. In lower limb, the long bones, the thigh bone, femur, the tibia and fibula of the forelimb, the metatarsal bones and the phalange are all the long bones. So long bones are particularly found in the appendicular skeleton. The main function of the long bone is to provide and maintain major leverage system of the body. It means they provide a muscle attachment and act like a lever when there is a muscular contraction to perform a weight bearing action. These muscles are attached to the long bones and performing the push and pull easily and form the leverage system. The long bone, after the long bone, we will discuss about the short bone. Short bone, as the name suggests, are very short in size. They mainly found in wrist or the ankle. The structure is cuboidal in shape. They are like as the ice cubes, which are cuboidal in shape. They are not exactly cuboidal, but roughly they are cuboidal. Means the length and the width of these bones are somewise equal approximately, but not definite. These short bones are mainly found in appendicular structure, that is the carpals and the tarsals of the human body, ankle and the wrist. These are the carpals of the hand and these are the tarsal of the hand. They are forming wrist joint and the ankle joint respectively. Their main function is to weight bearing, as the wrist is helping in weight bearing when we lift, or the ankle are help in weight bearing as we walk, jump or run. Next is flat bone. The flat bone are the bones which are not having any shaft and are having a flat and thin surface. They provide large surface area for skeletal muscle to attach on. So these bones are present on that site where there are large number of bones need to be attached. The location of these bones are both in appendicular and the axial skeleton. In axial skeleton, they are found in cranium or the skull. All the skull bones are flat bones. In the rib cage, it is found in sternum. The sternum is also a flat bone. The ribs, all ribs are the flat bone. In appendicular skeleton, the scapula is the flat bone, and also the ischium part of the hip bone is a flat structure. These all are the flat bones. The main function of the flat bones is to provide protection to the internal organs. All the flat bones are present over there where there are vital organs or the important organs underneath. As in rib cage, the heart and lung is protected, whereas in skull, the brain is protected inside the cranium. So the flat bones provide the structure or provide a boxy cage which helps in protection to the internal organs. Next is irregular bone. Irregular bones, as the name suggests, having no definite shape and structure. They are very complex structure and they are not defined by their shape. These bones are mainly found in spine, or we called as the vertebral column. These bones are very irregular, having different spinous process, and another foramens. The location of these type of bone is spinal vertebral column and the facial bone. In the face, all the bones like maxilla, mandible, ethmoid, orbit, these all bones are irregular in shape, having no definite structure. The main function of these bones to provide protection to the nervous tissue. That means in vertebral column, spinal cord is protected under the vertebral column foramen or the spinous foramen. Last is sesamoid bone, which is small rounded shape in structure and they are attached with tendon. The location is underneath the thumb joint. They always found under a joint and are attached to tendon. The patella is a peculiar feature of a sesamoid bone and it is attached to the quadricep muscle tendon to form a pulley and act like a pulley during the leverage system of knee extension and flexion. The another example of the sesamoid bone is in our hand. In our hand and our in foot, there is sesamoid bone. So here is all the structure bone classification according to their shape. Now according to their region. According to region, the bone is classified into two two different types, that is axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton includes the skull bone, vertebral column bone, and the thoracic cage, the ribs and the sternum. Whereas in appendicular skeleton, it includes bone of the upper limb, lower limb, shoulder, and hip bones. Next is the classification according to development. Development in the embryo, it means that before birth. So the bones according to development are of two types. First is somatic and second is visceral. The bone is categorized in three portions or the three parts, that is membrane bone, cartilaginous bone and the membrocartilaginous bone. Let's discuss about the membranous bone. These bones ossify in membrane and thus divide from mesenchymal condensation, that is facial bone. These bones are those bones which ossify like membrane and further after some of the development phases they turns in bone. Other type is cartilaginous bone. The cartilaginous bone ossify in cartilage and thus derived from performed cartilaginous model. There are the example is the bone of limbs, that is upper limb and both of the lower limb. These bones ossify as the cartilage and after some progressive developmental phases they turns to ossify as bones. Then there is membranocartilaginous bone. These type of bone are partially ossify in membrane and partially ossify as in cartilage. They are having the two ossification, and the example is the clavicle, the collarbone, or the mandible, the upper jaw bone. These types of bones are classified according to development, whether the development is in membranous or is in cartilaginous or the both membranocartilaginous. The third type is the classification of bone according to their structure. The bone is categorized into structure, the macroscopically and the microscopic structure. Macroscopically, the bone is divided into two main parts. First is compact bone and second is cancellous bone. Microscopically, the bone is divided into five major types. First is laminar, second is woven, third is fibrous, then cemented or the dentide bone. Let's discuss about them one by one. First is compact bone. The compact bone is the dense in texture like ivory but is extremely porous. It is best developed in cortex of the long bone and this is an adaptation of bending and twisting force. These bones are called as the compact. They are extremely porous and having the adaptation of bending and twisting. Next is cancellous bone, spongy or tubular bone. These bones is an open in texture and made up of a meshwork of trabeculæ between which are marrow contained spaces. The tabular meshwork are three primary types, namely meshwork of rods or plates or meshwork of rod and plates or only of plates. Then microscopically. Microscopically, the bones are divided into five parts. First is lamellar. Lamellar bones are the most mature bones in human bone, whether compact or calcaneous. They are composed of thin plates of bony tissue called laminae. Woven bone. Woven are seen in fetal bone, fracture repair in cancer of bone. Then third is fibrous bone. The fibrous bone is found in young fetal bone and are in common in reptile and amphibia. The fourth and fifth, the dentine and the cement, these type of bones are found in the teeth. So these are microscopically bone, small, and the having the small size, and the macroscopically having the larger size than the microscopic bones. The third, the summary of this whole class that we have discussed, we discussed that the bone are classified in number of section, that is according to region, according to development, according structure, and according to shape. But the classification according to shape is the most and major type of classification. According to region, there is skeleton system having the axial and appendicular classified. According to development, the bone is classified into somatic and visceral. According to structure, it is divided into microscopic and macroscopic bone. But according to shape, it is defined in many other parts, which are long bone, short bone, flat bone, irregular bone, pneumatic bone, sesamoid bone, accessory and heterotropic. And the major and the most major types are the long bone, short bone, flat bone, irregular and sesamoid bone, which we have discussed in this class. Here is the reference for your help. You can take help and the guidance of these two references for your further clearance. I feel that this video will help you in further knowledge. Thank you.